Not cool, bro.
Now at 9, Joplin families start Thanksgiving with their favorite tradition, the Turkey Trot 5K.
For 16 years, the Church of Christ has been serving a Thanksgiving meal to the community. I'm Ty Parks and will have the story of what this means to them coming up.
And millions hunt for deals this weekend, but affordability remains the biggest challenge for shoppers.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A Thanksgiving morning tradition brings the Joplin and Pittsburgh communities together before the turkey and stuffing. This is KOAM News. I'm Tanya Bach. It was smooth trotting this morning in Joplin for the 14th annual Turkey Trot 5K. Between 1,300 and 1,500 runners and walkers gathered downtown for what's become Joplin's favorite family Thanksgiving tradition. The certified course started and finished at the Schroeder Family Explorium with participants enjoying chip timing, finisher medals, and post-race donuts and coffee. The Pittsburgh Turkey Trot kicked off its 4th year today. Runners gathered in downtown Pittsburgh for the annual 5K fundraising race, this year benefiting the Children's Advocacy Center. Participants received long-sleeve shirts, finisher medals, and post-race refreshments, while organizers presented awards to winners in multiple age categories.
I've never done a 5K before, and I'm friends with Renato, who kind of started the whole thing, and he promised me I could walk. So, so I was like, I'm gonna finish it, I'm gonna do it, and so I woke up this morning super early and I did it.
The race raised more than $28,000. More than 1,000 people participated. Well, as the leaves fall and the air chills, it's time to prepare for winter weather. KDOT says they're ready to treat roadways and encourage drivers to be ready for safe travel. Transportation officials remind drivers to keep full gas tanks, extra blankets, gloves, water, and snacks in vehicles. Officials stress the importance of wearing seat belts, avoiding distracted driving, and giving snowplows room to work. Meteorologist Lindsay Gaffney joins us now with a first look at weather.
Thanks, Tanya. It is definitely getting cold already as we head into Black Friday. Now temperatures dropping down into the upper 20s. So as stores open, we're going to be about 29, 30 degrees. By noon, we're still pretty chilly, upper 40s, but clouds start to really increase throughout the day. And then the high for the day, low 50s to mid 50s. But again, overcast skies that lead into rain chances tomorrow night. So for the rest of the night tonight, mostly clear skies, temperatures again in the upper 20s, calm winds, but those increase throughout the day on Friday ahead of a front that's moving in on Saturday. Now, still clear skies. You can see clouds near us out to the south and central parts of Oklahoma and to central parts of Missouri, but we won't see clouds until mid-morning on Friday through afternoon, and then rain chances really start to kick up by midnight on Saturday. I'm going to have all those details coming up.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. Well, it's a story that all started with a free smoker, and now 16 years later, the gift of giving back continues in Miami, Oklahoma. KOAM's Ty Parks is at the Church of Christ to check out their Thanksgiving tradition.
There was a need in the community 16 years ago. This is the 16th annual one of these. And my stepdad had given me a big smoker, and I decided to put it to work and started smoking 8 turkeys a year 16 years ago. And
prep work starts weeks ahead of Thanksgiving to create the perfect community Thanksgiving dinner. The potatoes are mashed and the turkey is smoked.
Well, if we should be servants as people, we certainly should be servants as churches. And since it's done here in this church, if we can get them fed, maybe we can get them fed other ways.
Call to serve is seen throughout the church, an effort David passes down through the generations, including to his daughter.
The joy on their face is like no other. This means something way bigger than it does to us, and getting to see the smile on their face and them tell us how much we're helping them and their family is super cool.
Volunteers helping with the meal aren't just Miami residents. They come from various places to help fill the bellies of around 300 people.
It's a free dinner, and they're just good people here. I went to school with some of the people who are working here, and I've known them forever, and I thought I'd come up and celebrate Thanksgiving with them.
In Miami, Oklahoma, Ty Parks, KOAM News.
There is no sign of stopping for the Church of Christ. Members who have moved away make a point to come back and serve on Thanksgiving. Well, Joplin families found a warm welcome at Lucy's Mexican restaurant today as the business served free Thanksgiving meals for the 8th year running. From 11 to 3, the restaurant welcomed everyone for dine-in or carry-out meals. Restaurant staff say the tradition keeps growing each year, and they typically distribute at least 500 free meals on Thanksgiving.
So my mom came up with the idea of just those individuals who just don't want to cook a big old meal, those who don't have anywhere to go, who have in town and families out of town, just they have somewhere to come and eat. And she just brought it upon herself to just cook.
In years past, Lucy's has also let DoorDash deliver Thanksgiving meals to the fire and police stations. Well, coming up, a DC attack.
An update this Thanksgiving on the shocking shooting of 2 National Guard members attacked just blocks from the White House. I'm Alexandria Hoff in Washington with the latest coming up.
But up first, doctors warn against stopping weight loss drugs for holiday eating without medical guidance. While turkey is usually the star of the Thanksgiving table, it's not the only thing millions will be gobbling down this week. But as we dive deeper into the holiday season, some patients on GLP-1 drugs may start thinking about stopping their medications for a time. But it's not without potential risk, as doctors warn of a number of side effects. Fox News' Ted Linder takes a closer look at some of the recommendations.
With Thanksgiving and the rest of the busy holiday season right around the corner, much of this time of year is typically centered around food, and lots of it. But for people on GLP-1 weight loss drugs that restrict their appetites, some might want to take a break from their medications so they won't feel as full. Doctors are advising caution, though, with many telling folks not to go cold turkey.
I wouldn't do it on my own, so I would consult with the physician that prescribed the medication for you, because the best way to do it is to try to reduce the dose if possible.
Dr. Hani Takla, a bariatric and general surgeon, says the body can go through a lot of changes when these medications are stopped, like impacts to blood sugar levels. This can be problematic if people with diabetes are taking GLP-1s for both diabetes and weight loss management. Pausing these medications can also cause some people to start overeating.
The hunger sensation will start to come back more than usual, so people may actually overeat a little bit, and that can actually cause problems like nausea and other issues too.
There can even be a risk a person's body may stop responding to these drugs when they start retaking them.
Or they've been on a higher dose and now that dose is not effective.
Instead of fully stopping GLP-1 use, doctors may recommend other strategies to help their patients' appetites.
Focusing more on taking your proteins in at the beginning of your meals rather than the calories, or eating a little bit more fiber in your diet. Spacing out your meals, walking after meals is also important.
Ted Linder, Fox News.
Chemicals used in common pesticides, herbicides, and insecticides may do harm to your gut health. The University of Cambridge studies tested over 1,000 chemical contaminants and found many have a toxic effect on gut bacteria that are vital to keeping the body running smoothly. Disrupting the bacteria can lead to digestive problems, obesity, and even harm the immune system and mental health. Can how someone drives show if they're at risk for cognitive decline? Researchers at Washington University School of Medicine found how we drive is an indicator of brain health. People with mild cognitive impairment, which is a precursor to Alzheimer's, were found to drive less, especially at night, and tended to stick to familiar routes. Now, researchers say this could be used to identify drivers at risk for Alzheimer's before they have an accident. Lindsay's next with a complete look at your forecast. And later, major console makers are slashing prices on gaming gear. We break down the best buys for every type of gamer.
Happy Thanksgiving, and I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. It was a little chillier today. Now we can go ahead and take a look out at downtown Joplin from the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. It is going to be another cold night. Temperatures dropping down into the 20s, upper 20s for us as we head through the rest of the night. Starting Black Friday, it'll be about 29 degrees. Now, mostly clear skies, but we do have increasing clouds as we head through the rest of the day on Friday. So Friday night, we are warming up throughout the day into the low 50s, and then our high for the day will be getting, our low for the day will be getting into the upper 30s, mid 30s to upper 30s as we head into Saturday, with another cold front moving through that's going to drop our temperatures on Saturday down to the mid 40s and then the mid 30s on Sunday. So we have another cold weekend ahead. Now, so far tonight, we've got mostly clear skies, a couple clouds out there just north of Stockton, looking pretty good. If you're planning on doing some Black Friday shopping, it is going to be a very cold start again in the upper 20s. By 8 a.m., we're going to be in the just right above freezing, right about 32 degrees, and then slowly warming up into the mid 40s by 11 a.m. Now, the rest of the day will continue to warm up, so it's not too terrible, but most stores open about 5 to 6 a.m., and it's going to be about 29 degrees right then. By noon, we're in the upper 40s, but it won't feel like it did today. Today we were in the upper 40s, but we had sunny skies. Tomorrow, it's going to be a bit chilly because we have overcast skies and some winds picking up as well. Now, our high getting into the low 50s, but again, overcast skies and even some rain showers that are going to start to push in as well. So taking a look at our future track through Friday evening. So here we are about 8 p.m. Now you can see we've got overcast skies and then a few light sprinkles, maybe some drizzle starting to pop up before midnight, and then more scattered showers right around midnight through the morning hours on Saturday. We go through a lull early Saturday morning, and then more rain showers start to creep in right along, let's see, the Kansas, Missouri border, just sitting over that area for a couple of hours in the morning, and then really ramping up along a cold front that's going to be pushing through on Saturday early afternoon. Right along that cold front, more widespread, heavier amounts of rainfall, and we also could see some thunderstorm chances. Plus, as that front passes, temperatures drop very quickly, so we might get a few snow flurries, Yates Center, Mound City, Butler area. Maybe, if we're lucky. None of it's going to stick, but it could be a little nice Saturday afternoon for us if you're living up in the northern counties. Now, that all clears out by Saturday evening, back to clear skies, but strong wind gusts out of the north, so it's going to feel pretty cold Saturday night. Not seeing a lot of rain accumulation, only about 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 of an inch. And then we're just focused on the really cold temperatures for the next couple of days. Plus on Monday, another round of rain coming in Monday afternoon. But look at the high temperature for the day, low 30s, sitting right around freezing. So we could get definitely our first chance of snow. Not going to be a lot, but still could see some snow. And definitely could stick because this high for the day only in the low 30s, and the lows for several days before and for a couple of days after in the 20s. So chance for snow on Monday. Until then, it's just gonna be cold.
All right, so if you're looking to drive home either Sunday or Monday, Sunday might be your best bet.
Sunday definitely be your best bet.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. Well, it's not too soon to start planning out a trip to some upcoming Christmas parades. KOAM has a list of Christmas parades from all 4 states, and the next ones on our list are Monday night in Pittsburgh and Carthage. Just scan this QR code and head over to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com, to see the full list. Well, coming up next, holiday spending.
Affordability is the new buzzword here in Washington. I'm Doug Luzader on Capitol Hill. We'll have more on what the Trump administration is trying to do about perceptions of the economy coming up.
Retailers are expecting a record number of shoppers over this extended holiday weekend, all the way through Cyber Monday next week. And for consumers, there may be plenty of deals, but prices have been a real sticking point across the economy. Doug Luzader has more of this from Washington.
Swipe the card and get down to business. But with the hunt on now for deals through this long weekend, brace yourself for sticker shock.
Affordable should be our word, not theirs.
President Trump throwing around the word that everyone seems to be talking about now, affordability.
Republicans haven't done a damn thing to lower the high cost of living.
Democrats blaming the administration for what they call an affordability crisis, citing the impact of tariffs, among other things. And the sad truth of inflation is that it is generally a one-way ratchet. Inflation can go down, but that usually means that prices just stop rising so fast. There are exceptions, but most prices don't actually fall. And that means most of those huge price spikes that we saw during the Biden administration are still with us. And prices are still going up, just not as fast.
My prediction is that first quarter, second quarter, what we're going to see is we have brought the inflation down.
The administration is optimistic that the economy will improve and still hoping the Federal Reserve will cut interest rates. But this often becomes a battle of perception.
Take it from the guy who tried to sell Bidenomics for 4 years to the American people. If the American people aren't necessarily feeling it in that moment, it's incumbent on the administration to really drive that message home.
And there's no question now that at the very least, the perception of the economy is not great. Our most recent Fox News poll shows a steady erosion of confidence, with just 25% of voters saying the economy is good or excellent. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
Well, the Food and Drug Administration is warning consumers about 19 types of cookware that may contain lead, increasing the risk that the toxic metal could wind up in people's food. The FDA says consumers should check whether they have the items in their homes and throw them away if they do. The cookware is made outside the U.S., mostly in India. The products are made from aluminum alloys, and brass that can leach lead into food. Coming up next, visitors bond with turkeys and other animals at this unique Tennessee therapy farm.
Oh my goodness, you're so snazzy.
How would you like to cuddle with a turkey at Thanksgiving instead of eating one? Look no further than Gentle Barn. The animal rescue organization in Tennessee offers animal-based therapy, allowing visitors to physically bond with turkeys and other creatures.
We don't just give sanctuary to animals, we give sanctuary to hurting humans. And we have a turkey cuddling program where people can cuddle with turkeys, rub pig bellies, hold chickens, play with goats and sheep, and be surrounded by joy, but also be inspired by these animal stories.
Gentle Barn provides more than an emotionally healing experience. People can also express their gratitude by sponsoring a rescued turkey to help cover costs for their care. 30 more minutes of news, weather, and sports coming your way. 2 West Virginia National Guard members remain in critical condition after a targeted attack near the White House. The latest on the investigation. America's biggest meat supplier shuts down a major plant as beef prices continue to climb.
You're watching the 4 states' most watched news.
This is KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14. I'm Tanya Bach. 2 West Virginia National Guard service members are in critical condition today after what officials are calling a targeted attack in the nation's capital. Fox's Alexandria Hoff has the latest from Washington.
You know, it seems like we've been here before.
An update from officials Thanksgiving morning on Wednesday's shocking shooting of 2 West Virginia National Guards members blocks from the White House.
It is an ongoing investigation of terrorism. Make no mistake about it.
DHS has identified the lone suspect as 29-year-old Ramanullah Lakmal, an Afghan national who came to the U.S. in 2021 under a program implemented by the Biden administration following the withdrawal of U.S. troops.
This is what happens in this country when people are allowed in who are not properly vetted.
Authorities saying he worked with CIA-backed military units during the U.S. war in Afghanistan.
There is confirmation now that the subject had a relationship in Afghanistan with partner forces. We are fully investigating that aspect of his background as well.
The president responding hours after the attack, calling for an evaluation of what he calls every single alien who came from Afghanistan, ordering the U.S. halt the processing of all immigration cases related to Afghan immigrants indefinitely pending further review.
If they can't love our country, we don't want them.
West Virginia's governor says he's been in direct communication with the president.
I know the president, who I just spoke to, stands behind these courageous service members and our state to get through this really difficult time.
The Trump administration is also requesting another 500 National Guard troops be deployed to Washington, D.C. In Washington, Alexandria Hoff, Fox News.
Well, a former Goodman police chief and McDonald County Sheriff's deputy is charged with stealing bulls. Prosecutors filed 2 felony charges against Samuel Townsend. According to court documents, on October 13th, he allegedly stole 2 registered Black Angus bulls and took them to the Joplin stockyard and sold them for more than $5 grand. Authorities say after learning about the investigation, he contacted the Joplin stockyards, asking them to stop payment and change the name on the payment check. He's scheduled to make an initial appearance in court on January 7th. Well, America's biggest meat supplier is closing one of its largest processing plants as prices remain high and the U.S. cattle herd is at its lowest level in 7 decades. Fox's Tanya J. Powers has more on America's beef crisis.
We're going to bring the cost of beef down.
The U.S. is the world's biggest beef producer and supplies much of the world's red meat. But now the country is facing a beef crisis. Prices are up. The cattle herd is at its lowest level in 7 decades, and there could be supply issues coming soon after Tyson Foods announced the closure of one of its largest beef processing plants, saying they expect to lose at least $400 million on beef next year.
We've opened up 5 million acres of grazing land. We're distributing processing around the country. We're here to support our cattle ranchers.
The White House says help is on the way, and it's focused on getting prices down. But Democrats on Capitol Hill claim the administration's policies created this issue.
We know in the midst of this affordability crisis, people are struggling with food and having to make decisions about whether to put food on the table.
Ranchers also say a big part of the problem is market consolidation. Tyson and 3 other meat packers process the overwhelming majority of America's beef, and the Justice Department is now investigating those companies for price fixing.
There's no competition amongst the market. They're completely consolidated, owning like 85% of the beef industry, and we don't have a choice.
Some ranchers say with no relief in sight, they're thinking about finding new jobs.
It turns into a what do? I've got bills to pay.
Right now, a pound of ground beef is 11% more expensive than it was last year. In New York, Tanya J. Powers, Fox News.
Well, Lindsay is next with a complete look at your forecast, and later, holiday gaming deals.
The holidays are just around the corner, and those gamers in your life need something. I'm Eamon Dignam in New York, and I have some smart ideas.
For problems leading to hospital.
Happy Thanksgiving to everybody at home, and I hope you had a wonderful holiday. It was a bit cold out there, so we can go ahead and take a look at downtown Joplin from the Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex. We've got mostly clear skies for the remainder of the night. However, we do have clouds increasing as we head through Friday. So taking a look, temperatures dropping down to the upper 20s, about 29 degrees. Mostly clear skies, but below freezing for most of us. That shouldn't affect us too much because we're only getting a couple of degrees below freezing. Now on Friday, we do warm back up into the low 50s. May feel a bit colder than we saw today because we have overcast skies, but the overnight low, because of those clouds and even rain showers, will only be dropping down into the upper 30s. You can see Saturday night, Sunday, Monday back into the low 20s. So it's going to be a very cold weekend with our highs only getting into the mid 40s on Saturday, mid 30s on Sunday. Now, so far, clear skies. We've got a nice calm night for us. Clouds do increase throughout the morning, as you can see, and those temperatures will warm up as well. Low 30s by 8 a.m. So if you're doing any Black Friday shopping, it will be a very cold start. And most stores open up about 5 to 6 a.m. So temperatures will still be in the upper 20s by then. We do warm up again, upper 40s on by 12 o'clock. However, it's still going to be pretty chilly because we have those overcast skies, clouds rolling in, and then by 4 p.m. maybe even a couple of sprinkles already starting to pop up, with the temperatures reaching about 50-51 degrees. Now the clouds keep us a bit cooler during the day, but actually a couple of degrees warmer at night. So that's why we have those temperatures only reaching the upper 30s. Now by 8:30, a couple of sprinkles here and there. Those start to increase overnight and into early Saturday morning, midnight to about 3 a.m. We go through a lull before more showers start to pop up along a cold front, even more rain chances, and we have thunderstorm chances as well. These aren't going to be a severe threat, but we could get some decent rain accumulation from this. And then up near Yates Center, look at that snow behind that cold front. Only a brief period where we could get some flurries out there near Mound City, Butler area, north of Fort Scott, north of Nevada. None of that's going to stick, but we could still see some nice flurries there. And then as we head through, you can see all of that clears by about 9 p.m. on Saturday. Now rain accumulation is not going to be much by any means, 1/10 of an inch to a 1/2 an inch if we're lucky, maybe an inch of rain. Our next chance of rain will be on Monday, but those temperatures are in the low 30s, so we actually get a bit of a wintry mix. We get more rain when they're around freezing and above freezing temperatures, but then you can see Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday night, even Tuesday night, we're going to be in the 20s. So overnight, any precipitation that we see definitely will turn into ice and snow. and we could see some accumulation by Monday.
All right. Well, a lot of stuff to look forward to.
Yes.
But today is Thanksgiving, and I wanted to say a special thank you to you. I know you're going to be leaving us after today. This is your very last show on Fox 14. And
yes, it is.
I just wanted to say thank you for the wonderful time that we had here with you and everything that you've given to the 4-state community.
Well, I want to say thank you as well to you, to everybody here who's given me, definitely a lot of teaching lessons. Doug, Dow helped me get a little bit more comfortable on air my first couple of shows here, and then just to everybody in the community as well for welcoming me to this community.
And I've already heard it from the community, but you will definitely be missed here.
Well, thank you.
I hope you come back to visit.
Definitely.
All right, thanks, Lindsay. Well, the Lamar Fire Department is one of many agencies helping KOAM kick off our Toy Box campaign since 1988. We've been teaming up with you, our 4-state community, and one of the area's largest toy drives to benefit underprivileged children. They've got their Toy Box out where folks can drop off a new unwrapped toy for a local kiddo. There are several ways you can help out this holiday season. Scan the QR code on your screen to learn more. There are a list of toy drop-off locations, a way to make a monetary donation, and once again this year, we'll have our Toy Box Tuesday telethon. The first one is next week. Again, you can learn more by scanning the code or go to KOAMnewsnow.com/toybox. Thank you for all the help you do to make a difference in our community. Well, still ahead, we'll have the highlights from the Chiefs and Cowboys Thanksgiving matchup in Dallas. Plus, the Pitt State women's basketball team is without one of their key contributors as she recovers from an injury. Sports director Ryan Blank will detail her story coming up in sports.
The Pitt State women's basketball team is off to a strong start, winning 3 of their first 4 games. But they're playing without one of their key contributors, Macy Mays. And her story is one of resilience, overcoming injury, and an unexpected journey to where she is now. Before becoming an emerging star on the court for Pitt State, Macy Mays was tearing it up on the diamond, destined to play collegiate softball.
I actually played club softball throughout high school, so I really was not expecting to play college basketball. I was actually expecting to play college softball. I love playing softball. My brother and my dad played college baseball, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to go play college softball too.
After committing to play softball at Seminole State, Mace's journey took an unexpected turn. During her senior season at El Dorado Springs, she was approached by a now former Gorillas assistant coach for a visit.
I was like, no, I'm going to stick to college softball, but my dad's the one that encouraged me just to go on the visit, and I was still skeptical, but like I said, as soon as I stepped foot on here, I just kind of fell in love with the community and the program. I was like, you know what, I think I'm meant to be here. I come from a really small town, and just coming here kind of gave the small town feel, but the people in the community are also make it feel like home, and the girls and just this program in general. I feel like everybody knows everybody, and I love that aspect to Pittsburgh.
In her first season with Pitt State, Mays made an immediate impact, playing in 31 games for the Gorillas. And in her next year, she became a full-time starter on a Pitt State squad that made their first ever Final Four appearance.
It's always nice when your coaches see something in you that you might not see in yourself at first, but they constantly were just believing in me and my ability. I didn't play really AAU basketball at all, so just going from high school to college basketball, I was a little intimidated. Proving to myself that I could play college basketball and I can compete at this level was a really big deal for me and just my confidence moving forward.
She's a complete player and she really fits here. I think she's found the right program offensively and defensively where she didn't have to change her game to go into that program or adjust at all. So she was able to hit the ground running, and I get to sit here and just be a great coach that gets to watch a great player because she's making us that much better.
But during that Final Four run, Mays' season was cut short with a devastating knee injury in the Central Region semifinals.
In the moment, I knew something was really wrong, but I didn't know exactly what. And just when I got the news that no athlete wants to hear is like, you're done, especially in that moment, I just couldn't really wrap my head around like why it had to happen to me right in that moment. So it was never a good feeling, and I think my heart was broken. It was broken when it happened.
The Pitt State star is now 7 months post-surgery and is back in the gym with the team as she continues her rehab.
I am starting to get into the swing of things again. It's kind of slow, but I really am just thankful to kind of do the little things. I'm kind of going back to the fundamentals, which is kind of fun. I'm just happy to be back in the gym with my teammates and my coaches.
Since suffering the injury in March, Mays can't wait for the moment she gets to be back on the court with her teammates and play the sport she loves.
I think I've played that moment ever since it happened, but I think once I finally feel ready to play and I'm cleared, I'm just going to be ecstatic. I think my family will be ecstatic, and just to get back to what I love will be really exciting.
That's my dog right there. She's just so steady and consistent, and she's hard on herself, and I thought I was hard on myself, but she's just the type of kid you want to play with. She's always giving 100%. She's working her tail off, diving for loose balls. She's just one of my favorite teammates.
Looking back at her journey, Mays is embracing that everything happens for a reason and is trusting the plan God has for her.
I really like to have things go to plan, but I think throughout this and my recruiting journey, it's like things don't go to plan, and God's plan is way better than mine, because I could not imagine being here a couple of years ago, but now I can't not imagine being here. I'm honestly just super thankful that I'm here and I'm surrounded by all these great people.
There is no set timeline for her return, but Mays is eagerly awaiting the day she gets to don the crimson and gold on the court once again. For the first time in 19 years, the Kansas City Chiefs are in action on Thanksgiving. Coming off an overtime win over the Colts on Sunday, the Chiefs clashing with the Cowboys in Dallas. KC and Dallas facing off for the first time since 2021 when the Chiefs defeat the Cowboys at home. Opening possession, third down for Dallas. Here comes Jaden Hicks on the blitz. Jalen Watson picks off the pass from Dak Prescott to set up the KC offense, and the Chiefs would take advantage. Patrick Mahomes' quick throw to Rashee Rice, who picks up a block, takes it 27 yards for the score. A picture-perfect start for Kansas City. Cowboys respond. Prescott lofting into the end zone for CeeDee Lamb, and he hauls it in for the touchdown, tying it at 7. Chiefs going the other way, 4th and goal, and Mahomes slings it to Travis Kelce for 6, regaining the lead for Kansas City. Let's move to the fourth quarter. Another 4th and goal. Mahomes rolls out looking for Rice, who makes the leaping grab for his second score of the day. Later in the quarter, Kansas City now down by 10, needing a score, and Mahomes does it again, fires as he's hit, connecting with Hollywood Brown, who makes a spectacular catch in the back of the end zone, but the Cowboys are able to hang on and take down the Chiefs 31-28 at home. That's it for your sports. We're back with more after this.
Companies are rolling out holiday deals on new games and consoles. We take a look at the top gaming accessories to help you or your favorite gamer level up on the screen. Here's Fox's Iman Digman.
With the release of the Switch 2 this year, we're looking at a great pro controller for Nintendo's newest generation. The 8-bit DOE Ultimate 2 connects to the console natively, with trigger stops giving you an adjustable depth to pull them down. Great for shooters like Nintendo's latest, Metroid game. Paddles on the back really bring this home as a great pro addition to the new Switch. An innovative new mobile controller, Kickstarter-funded OSnap M-Con controller. Mainly used for mobile devices, but can connect to the Switch 2 as well, the magnetic base folds into itself, offering protection of the buttons, magnetically connecting to your phone, and comes apart to hold your phone like a stand. As for the pro gamer, we spoke earlier in the year to the creators of Puck Gaming, another mobile-first option that is more focused on making your touchscreen games feel more natural.
You can basically treat it from that point on as a traditional joystick, except it's working across a flat plane because it's on your phone screen.
And then there's Hyperkin's The Competitor for the Xbox consoles. The gamepad more resembles the PS5 DualSense controller instead of Xbox native one. But its sleek design also lets folks like me who travel between consoles not have to adjust each time. Hall effect thumbsticks, which help combat drifting in-game, and my favorite, paddles on the back. Sony also having a major sale with discounts on the PS5 and PS5 Pros in the triple digits. Xbox has most of their official controllers on sale, while Nintendo is focusing on mostly games. I'll have details on these in the coming weeks on the Fox on Games podcast. In New York, Eamon Dignam, Fox News.
It's the most wonderful time of the year for Hollywood. Studios typically roll out blockbusters and Oscar contenders during the holiday season. A pair of films go head-to-head this Thanksgiving weekend, with Wicked for Good and Zootopia 2 vying for the top spot at the box office.
These two films just really resonated with people from all around the world. And I think what it says, and I agree, is that audiences want more movies that are driven by or fueled by music.
Well, last year's box office haul over the long holiday Thanksgiving weekend was one for the record books. North American theaters grossed $420 million. We go behind the scenes with Yachtly Crew as they close out their international tour with holiday classics. That's up next in Hollywood Nation. Yachtly Crew is getting into the holiday spirit with a new Home for Christmas music video as they wrap up a busy year on the road. Here's Fox's Ashley Dvorkin.
Yachtly Crew is closing out a massive year, from releasing new music to expanding their tour overseas.
It's been really a whirlwind in a good way. We took our tour international for the first time. We went to Australia. We've been all across the United States, including the South, kind of for the first time this year.
Yeah, that was
and so it's been really incredible to see the fervor people still have for yacht rock, that they never get tired of this music.
Their life on the road is captured in the new music video for their holiday song, Home for Christmas, from the 2024 EP, Seas and Greetings.
There's a lot of, behind the scenes. You'll see some moments of us, on the bus, a lot of moments on stage.
It's a lot of road tour footage, and then also footage of us coming home to our loved ones and our fans reuniting with their loved ones. So we wanted to give back to our fans in that way. And, I think it's something everybody can relate to, being gone for a while.
But I can never take the pain of losing you. They're also celebrating their latest album, Seize the Night, which features the Diane Warren written single, Pain of Losing You.
Getting a song from Diane Warren was just mind-blowing.
It's about heartbreak, really. When you're with somebody that doesn't maybe feel the same way as you do, and you can't imagine what your life would be like without that person.
The SoCal band plays their final 2025 show November 29th in Los Angeles, before gearing up for an even bigger run in the new year.
It's a little bit of a holiday classics along with some of everybody's yacht rock favorites.
Coming home for Christmas. In Hollywood, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Well, that's our time for tonight. Thank you for joining us. We're going to leave you with video of polar bears playing with their Thanksgiving pumpkins at the Minnesota Zoo. Have a great night and an even better tomorrow.